Morning, my dear students. Today I am going to show you practicals on ethical hacking and a few more concepts. So first let me explain half an hour the concepts of ethical hacking. This is the 12th module. What I am going to cover in this ethical hacking: introduction to ethical hacking, types of hacking, concepts of ethical hacking, what are the phases of ethical hacking, what does ethical hacking include, hacking tools, hacking techniques, advantages, challenges, applications, tools and techniques. Okay. So what is meant by ethical hacking? See, ethical hacking, usually hacking is not a crime, it's a survival tactic. See, the great person E.L. James explained, hacking is not a crime, it's a survival tactic. And one more thing, unknown person explained, the difference between a hacker and a criminal is that a hacker uses their knowledge for good, while a criminal uses it for evil. That is the difference between a hacker and a criminal. Okay. So ethical hacking is the process of testing network or system or server or data center and system security for vulnerabilities using some tools and techniques that a hacker might use to compromise the network. That is the ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is the process of testing network systems security for vulnerabilities using some tools that a hacker might use to compromise the network. If you see ethical hacking, it is a process of detecting vulnerabilities. What is the aim of ethical hacking? We need to identify what type of cyber attacks, cyber criminal activities, vulnerabilities, malicious attacks in an application system or in an organization's infrastructure that an attacker can use to exploit an individual or organization. That is called ethical hacking. So ethical hacking, there are various types like computer hacking, network hacking, password hacking, email hacking, website hacking, ethical hacking. See, various types of ethical hacking usually you can see. So ethical hacking is also known as white hat hacking or penetration testing. We are testing for vulnerabilities are presented in the system or network or data center. So it is the practice of using hacking techniques and tools in a legal and ethical manner to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses in computer systems and networks is called ethical hacking. If you see the exact meaning of ethical hacking, accessing a system in an unintended way can be good or bad. Ethical hacking, bad hacking exploits holes to access data. It costs business, governments and users billions of dollars. Good hacking helps business protects users. It lets companies close gaps and prevent breaches. So these are the various concerns, pros and cons of ethical hacking. So that is called ethical hacking. If you see examples of ethical hacking, the goal of ethical hacking is to identify vulnerabilities we need to identify vulnerabilities, what type of malicious attacks are presented, what type of criminal activities are presented in a network or malicious attacks, what type of. So just we are identifying vulnerabilities and improve the security of the systems or networks being tested. That is the goal of ethical hacking. It is important to note that ethical hackers must always obtain proper authorization before conducting any testing and must adhere to a strict code of ethics. Here are some examples of ethical hacking, like penetration testing. What is meant by penetration testing? It is a ethical hacking. It is a type of ethical hacking where a team of professionals is hired to try and hack into a company's network or systems to find vulnerabilities. That is one example of penetration testing. Then the second one is vulnerability assessment. What is meant by vulnerability assessment is a type of ethical hacking where the focus is on identifying vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities may be attacks, criminal activities, or malicious activities, or breach, or incidents in a system or network is called vulnerability assessment. Social engineering. Social engineering testing. It involves using various techniques to test the human aspect of security. That is called social engineering testing. Then red teaming. Red teaming is a type of ethical hacking where a team of ethical hackers simulates a real world attack scenario to test a company's security measures. We are finding number of vulnerabilities and it explains the scenario to test a company's security measures under red teaming. Then fifth example is website security testing. Website security testing involves testing is the security of a website. You know, testing means identifying errors or mistakes in a software. Maybe white box testing, black box testing, or unit testing, or integration testing. Testing is the elimination. Testing is the finding of errors. So here, website security testing is the security of a website to identify vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers. That could be exploited by attackers. So those are the examples of ethical hacking. If you see ethical hacking, fundamental concepts.
Hello.
What are the major fundamental concepts are there? If you see. So before going to ethical hacking fundamental concepts, you can see why do we want to study ethical hacking. See, ethical hacking, also known as white hat hacking, it is the practice of testing and evaluating the security of computer systems or networks or data centers in a lawful and ethical manner. The goal of ethical hacking is to identify vulnerabilities and potential security threats that could be exploited by malicious actors. So ethical hacking is an important practice for maintaining the security of computer systems, servers and networks. By identifying and addressing vulnerabilities, ethical hackers can help prevent cyber attacks and protect sensitive information from being compromised. Some of the fundamental concepts of ethical hacking include authorization. What is meant by authorization? Ethical hacking must always be conducted with the proper authorization and legal permissions. So then only we can identify the errors or mistakes or vulnerabilities or breaches or incidents and attacks and the criminal investigations. Then these are the ethical hacking fundamental concepts like domain name, IP address, namespaces, employee information, phone numbers and email address. What are the major concepts of ethical hacking you are concentrating? Hackers, ethical hackers, they are concentrating on only emails, domain name like www.google.com, domain name service, internet protocol address, namespaces, employee information, phone numbers, etc. If you see second one, the major concept is confidentiality. Ethical hackers are often given access to sensitive information during the testing process. That's why we need to maintain confidentiality. Integrity. Ethical hackers must maintain the integrity of the systems and networks they are testing. Professionalism is one more major concept of ethical hacking. Must conduct themselves in a professional and ethical manner at all times. The fifth concept is vulnerability scanning and testing. Ethical hackers use a variety of tools and techniques to scan and test systems for vulnerabilities. The sixth one is reporting and remediation. Once vulnerabilities have been identified, ethical hackers must report their findings to the system owner and work with them to develop a plan for remediation. What are the remediation? Once you identified attacks or malicious attacks or vulnerabilities or breaches or incidents or malicious attacks happened in the system or server or data center or next, see the scenario of ethical hacking. So ethical hacker, what it does? See, in back end and front end, it is a scenario. You can call it as it is a scenario of ethical hacking. So if you take anything in this cyber security incident or information, what is ethical hacker he does? He is identifying vulnerabilities. See here, there are two ends, back end and front end. And the back end you can see number of servers, collection of integrated high computing servers at servers is called data center. Maybe database server, application server, web server, file server, IBM Blade server. There are various servers are used in the back end. Front end, we can have a web browser with a desktop application, mobile app or laptop. So through internet, we are accessing information from the back end. So in between, ethical hacker is connecting to the internet. So maybe he is identifying vulnerabilities with the help of domain name. Maybe he is identifying with help of email address, IP address, what not. So there is a firewall. Firewall is a software checking, it is protecting at network level. It is protecting network. It is protecting from the attackers, like any type of attackers attacking to the network level is protecting at the network level, firewalls. So this is one scenario of ethical hacking where the ethical hacker sits and finding the vulnerabilities. Then see, I have explained already what do ethical hackers do. Is identifying vulnerability assessments, penetration testing, gather intelligence, scanning, gain access, hide tracks, analyze and report files. This is the steps of ethical hackers do. If you see what do ethical hackers do in detail, ethical hackers, also known as white hat hackers, use their knowledge of computer systems and networks to identify vulnerabilities and potential security threats. They conduct authorized testing on computer systems, servers, data centers, and networks to find weaknesses that malicious actors could exploit. The ultimate goal of ethical hacking is to improve the security of computer systems and networks and prevent cyber attacks by identifying and addressing vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by malicious actors. Some of the tasks that ethical hackers may perform include vulnerability scanning. Ethical hackers use a variety of tools and techniques to scan systems for vulnerabilities. What type of errors, what type of incidents happen, what type of criminal activities happen, what type of attacks, what type of malicious attacks, breaches. Then second one is penetration testing. Ethical hackers attempt to penetrate the security of a system or network by exploiting vulnerabilities that have been identified. So, what are performed?
और हम सोचते हैं कि जब बच्चा कुछ नहीं हुआ तो क्या जरूरत है, ये वेस्ट ऑफ मनी है। लेकिन ऐसे क्या होता है कि हमको जो चीज लास्ट में पता चलता है वो शुरुआत में
please mute yourself.
Yes sir, I have done mute for you.
So the third one is a social engineering. So ethical hackers, what they are doing, ethical hackers can do. So they are using social engineering like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and any LinkedIn or any type of social engineering techniques to trick users into revealing sensitive information such as passwords or login credentials or any type of sensitive information related to bank details, bank information or personal details. Reporting vulnerabilities. What hackers do? Ethical hackers report any vulnerabilities they find to the system owner, providing detailed information about the potential threat and the possible remediation measures. Then fifth one, providing remediation advice. Ethical hackers may provide recommendations on how to address identified vulnerabilities, such as implementing security patches, modifying configurations, or strengthening the passwords. Then sixth one, training and education. Ethical hackers may provide training and education to system owners and users on how to improve their security practices and reduce the risk of cyber attacks. This is about what ethical hackers can do. Then the types of hacking. So how many types of hacking is there? It is important to note that any unauthorized access to computer systems or networks is illegal and can lead to serious consequences, including criminal charges and imprisonment. There are various types of hacking that can be classified based on the intent and the methods used. Some of the common types of hacking include black hat hacking. What is meant by black hat hacking? This type of hacking involves unauthorized access to computer systems and networks with the intention of causing harm or stealing sensitive information. That is called black hat hacking. White hat hacking, also known as ethical hacking. This involves authorized testing of computer systems and networks to identify vulnerabilities and improve their security. So these are the types of ethical hackers, like you can call it as ethical hackers. See, these so now you can see the types of hacking, maybe computer hacking, email hacking, network hacking, website hacking, password hacking, and ethical hacking. If you see, third one is grey hat hacking. So this type of hacking is somewhere in between black hat and white hat hacking. So you can say 50% of black hat hacking and white hat hacking is nothing but grey hat hacking. Script kiddie. What is meant by script kiddie? This refers to a person who uses pre-made tools and scripts to launch attacks without much knowledge of how they work or what they do. So that comes under script kiddie. And hacktivism. Hacktivism. What is meant by hacktivism? It is nothing but this type of hacking is done to promote a political or social agenda, such as exposing government secrets or protesting against a particular company or organization. It's called a hacktivism. Then phishing. This involves using fake websites or emails to trick users into providing sensitive information such as passwords or credit card numbers. If you see Nigerians, usually they are sending thousands of mails to the public. It comes under phishing. You won the lottery, you won the gift, you won the something, surprise gift. So by using fake websites or emails to trick users into providing sensitive information such as personal information, credit card information, bank related information, passports, etc. Then SQL injection. This is a technique used to exploit vulnerabilities in web applications that use SQL databases, allowing an attacker to gain access to sensitive information. Man in the middle attack. See, man in the middle. This involves intercepting communication between two parties, two organizations, two persons to steal information or modify data. That comes under the man in the middle attack. Then ransomware. Okay. So this one is you can call it as man in the middle attack. So, ransomware is a malicious attack. This type of attack involves infecting a computer system with malware that encrypt the data.
Yes, they just
You are blocking the system and making it unusable until the victim pays a ransom. Victim pays $1. Victim pays a rupees. So that is called a ransomware. Watering hole. This involves infecting a website that is frequently visited by the targeted group of users, thereby infecting their systems with malware. That is called a watering hole. Then what are the phases of ethical hacking? The process of ethical hacking typically involves several phases, each with its own objectives and methods. It is important to note that ethical hackers must follow a strict code of ethics and obtain proper authorization before conducting any testing. That's why it is called ethical hacking. And unauthorized hacking can lead to serious legal consequences. The exact phases of ethical hacking may vary depending on the methodology used or procedure is used, but the following are the most common phases, like reconsciousness. This phase involves gathering information about the target system or network, such as IP addresses, internet protocol addresses, domain names, and the network topology, etc. So these are the phases of ethical hacking, like reconnaissance and gaining access, clearing tracks, scanning, maintain access, reporting. This is second one, scanning. In this phase, the ethical hacker uses various tools to scan the target system or network for vulnerabilities. Gaining access. Once vulnerabilities have been identified, the ethical hacker attempts to gain access to the target system or network. Maintaining access. Once access has been gained, the ethical hacker may attempt to maintain access to the target system or network. Covering tracks. In this phase, the ethical hacker attempts to cover their tracks and remove any evidence of their activities. That is comes under a covering tracks phase. Reporting. The final phase of ethical hacking involves reporting the findings to the system owner and providing recommendations for remediation. Then ethical hacking and networking. Networking hacking is an offensive branch of computer security related to networks hacking and the penetration of a target via the networking services or equipment. Examples of network hacking tools include Kismet, that is called wireless hacking, sniffing and monitoring. One of the most important skills to become an ethical hacker is networking skills. The computer network is nothing but the interconnection of multiple devices, generally termed as host, connected using multiple paths to send, receive data or media. So network hacking is an offensive branch of computer security related to networks hacking and the penetration of a target via the networking services or equipment. Examples of network hacking tools include Kismet, wireless hacking or sniffing and monitoring. One of the most important skills to become an ethical hacker is networking skills. The computer networking is nothing but the interconnection of multiple devices, generally termed as host connected using multiple ports to send receive data or media. So these are the various phases of
Tell me, Akshay. Yes.
So these are the phases of ethical hacking we have seen, like reconnaissance and scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and covering cracks. So these 6 I have explained. The following are the common phases of ethical hacking. Then see the ethical hacking process. So this one I have explained already. You can call it as networking hacking. You can call it as so you can see the ethical hacking process and the types of hacking. You can call it as then you can call it as the ethical hacking process. See, phases of ethical hacking. We have seen 6 types of ethical hacking. So ethical hacking process includes 5 steps: reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, retrieving facts. So types of hacking I have explained: computer hacking,
9676.
email hacking, website hacking,
Office number,
physical
sir.
hacking,
Very good.
password
This is
hacking,
personal number.
So system and server hacking. See, Apache HTTP server. This is the most common server used in the industry. Apache Software Foundation (ASF) develops it, and it is a free and open source software for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and many other operating systems. System hacking is the activity of identifying weaknesses in a computer system or a network to exploit gain access to personal data or business data. Example of a system hacking can be using a password cracking tool to gain access to a computer system. There are 2 primary ways a server may be compromised. The hacker has guessed a password of a user. This may be an email or a TP or SSL access. The hacker has gained access to a security hole in a web application or its add-ons or plugins such as WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, etc. That is called.
After yesterday also they have paid 12,000 for digital marketing. It is not activated. When did you activate it?
That is called a system and server hacking. So if you see bank servers hacked to trick ATMs into spitting out millions in cash gadget access. If you see, ethical hacker is concentrating on ATM machine, switch application server, or money, or a core banking system. So web application hacking, system hacking, web server hacking, hacking wireless networks, social engineering. Then what are the advantages of hacking? It can be used to recover lost information where the computer password has been lost. Teaches you that no technology is 100% secure. To test how good security is on your own network. They call it white hat computer hacking. Disadvantages of hacking. Criminals can use it to their advantage. It can harm someone's privacy. It's illegal. So important benefits of ethical hacking: malware, man in the middle, drive-by downloads, malvertising, corrupt software, distributed denial of service, password attacks, phishing, malware. You see, top 10 hacking tools in 2022. There are various tools. NetSparker, Nessus, Metasploit, Nmap, port scanning tool, Pursuit, Hashcat. Okay. So these are the top 10 ethical hacking tools. There are many different tools available for ethical hackers to use in their testing and assessment of computer systems and networks. It is important to note that the use of these tools must be in accordance with ethical hacking practices and legal requirements. The following are some of the top ethical hacking tools. See here, top 10 ethical hacking tools: Metasploit, Nmap, Wireshark, John the Ripper, Meltego, Harker, OpenVAS, Angry IP Scanner, Super Scanner, used by cyber security experts. These are kinds of hacking tools. Nmap, why we are using for a code scanning tool. Nessus, bug and password detection tool. Nessus, bug and password detection. Bitco, web server penetration testing tool. Jan the Ripper, password cracking tool. Kismet, network detection and sniffing and intrusion detection tool. So, what's your preferred ethical hacking tool? 12% Nmap, 17% Research, 52% Wireshark, 19% Metasploit. So these are the tools. Nmap is a cyber security tool or ethical hacking tool, a network scanning tool that is used to discover hosts and services on a network. Metasploit, a penetration testing framework that can be used to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in a system. Wireshark, a Wireshark protocol analyzer that can be used to capturing and analyzing network traffic. Nessus, a vulnerability scanner that can be used to identify vulnerabilities in a system and provide recommendations on how to fix it. John the Ripper, a password cracking tool that can be used to test the strength of passwords in a system. And Pursuit, a web application testing tool that can be used to identify vulnerabilities in web applications. AirCrackNG, a wireless network auditing tool that can be used to test the security of wireless networks. Kane and Enable, a password cracking tool that can be used to test the strength of passwords in a system and recover lost passwords. That is called Kane and Enable. DHC Hydra. DHC Hydra is one of the ethical hacking tool, a password cracking tool that can be used to test the strength of passwords in a system and perform brute force attacks. Brute force attacks is one of the cracking or ethical hacking tool. It will perform some basic samples. How to find out the strength of the password. SQL map.
Thank you.
SQL map is one of the ethical hacking tool that can be used to test the security of web applications
Yeah.
that use structured query language databases. These are the top 10 tools of ethical hacking.
Okay.
Then
You can
top 10
activate.
ethical hacking techniques. There are many different techniques that ethical hackers can use
Okay, I will tell you.
to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in computer
Yes, just now I
systems
got
and
verification code is
networks.
911.
It is important to note that
Yeah.
ethical hackers must always apply proper authorization before using these techniques and must adhere to a strict code of ethics. The use of these techniques must also be in accordance with legal requirements. The following are some of the top ethical hacking techniques include social engineering, password cracking, network scanning, vulnerability scanning, packet sniffing, and exploit vulnerabilities. With this number I need to change. Exploit. So you can see after 5. These are the top 10 ethical hacking techniques. Social engineering. This technique involves manipulating people into divulging confidential information or performing actions that can compromise security. Password cracking. This technique involves using software tools to crack or guess passwords to gain unauthorized access to a system. Network scanning. This technique involves using tools to scan a network for open ports, services, and vulnerabilities. Vulnerability scanning is one of the ethical hacking techniques. This technique involves using software tools to scan a system or network for known vulnerabilities that can be exploited. Packet sniffing. This technique involves intercepting and analyzing network traffic to gather information or find vulnerabilities. Exploiting vulnerabilities. This technique involves taking advantage of vulnerabilities in software or hardware to gain unauthorized access or perform other malicious activities. SQL injection. This technique involves injecting malicious code into a web application's database to gain access or manipulate data. Then cross-site scripting, that is called access. This technique involves injecting malicious code into a website to steal user data or hijack user sessions. Denial of service, that is DOS attacks. This technique involves overwhelming a system or network with traffic to cause it to crash or become unavailable. Then session hijacking. This technique involves taking control of a user session on a web application to gain access to sensitive information. So this is about the top ethical hacking technique. So if you want to become ethical hacker, you must have skills for ethical see, these are the must-have skills for ethical hackers. First, you need to have networking concepts like local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network, all networking concepts. Then computer appliances, how to use computers, gadgets are the appliances. Third one, understanding of operating systems. You need to understand different types of operating systems. Knowledge of software development life cycle, that is called SDLC, like inception, requirements, analysis, design, implementation, coding, and results, conclusion, references, deployment. That is called knowledge of software development lifecycle. Then efficiency in penetration testing tools and techniques, understanding of cyber security fundamentals, then strong knowledge of coding, like by using Python, efficient verbal and written communication skills. These are the 8 important skills for ethical hackers. Okay. What are the must-have skills for ethical hackers? So if you want to become ethical hacker, you need to have these are the concepts. Then these are the list of experiments. Today I am going to demonstrate. Please see Python code to crack the password, Python code for password breaking with a number of iterations, Python code to check the strength of the password, and to find the security holes in your system range 1 to 32,767 port numbers. To find the advanced security holes in your system, study of steps to protect your personal computer system, study the steps to protect a Microsoft Word document, study the steps to remove passwords from Microsoft Word, study various methods of protecting and securing databases, study how to make strong passwords and password cracking, study the steps to hack a strong password, study of different wireless network components, study of features of the firewall implementations, steps to ensuring the security of any one web browsers, study of different types of vulnerabilities for hacking websites, analysis of the security vulnerabilities of e-commerce services, analysis of the security vulnerabilities of email application, hardware Trojan design in AES crypto system, hardware security primitive puff designs, vulnerabilities of computing platforms, hardware Trojan detection in FPGA pin files. See, if I am executing, I come to know knowledge. See, if I am executing, I am learning and I am doing. But when you are going to do hard work, can I give you these 21 experiments for homework Saturday and Sunday? Can you bring assignment for this?
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Sir, are you there? Are you there, sir? Yes, sir.
voice is
Now it
audible?
is audible.
Sorry for inconvenience, power loss. So now I am giving this 21 experiments. I have all the code, but if I am executing these codes, I am getting the knowledge. When you supposed to get? Try to get the knowledge on these experiments. I am giving homework. And it is an assignment and a test also. I am considering these 21 questions I am giving to you. Prepare assignment and send as assignment soft copy. Okay, and you try to execute in your system. And I am asking Monday these 21 questions I am sharing as assignment. You need to practice. I have already said this PPT all nearly 10 experiment codes I have kept in the PPT. Today also I am going to send this my code of each experiment, and the remaining theory questions you need to find out answers for this one by using ChatGPT also, no problem. You can submit 21 questions as assignment, individual assignment, not group assignment this one, please. At least if you do 21 experiments, definitely you will get a very good knowledge, and you will be selecting for any company. Listen carefully. I'm sharing in the group chat. This is the last assignment for you, because I have given major project, and also I have given cyber security tool. So now I have shared these 21 experiments. Please prepare individual assignment and submit them. 21 pages minimum 21 pages of your document. So the first page is your name and your email ID, like that, your name. Then the first question, write a Python code to crack the password. So question, you need to write question and followed by the answer and output. Output also you can paste. Once you execute it, you can paste in the output, like that. Question number, program and output, like that. You can perform these 21 experiments as assignment. I am expecting from you Monday. You need to submit this assignment. This is the last assignment I am giving to you. Okay, and you have already.
PPT of this.
Yeah.
We need to make a PPT of this screenshots, no?
Don't prepare PPT. Prepare document. Assignment.
Okay, sir.
You need to document. Means document means 21 pages minimum. Question and answer and output. Question means name of the program, then answer, code, then followed by the output. You try to execute in your system. These 21 questions are very, 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 very important. Okay, so you need to submit this assignment as a document. Like you need to submit your research proposal, 15 to 20 pages. That is as a report, a major project report, 15 to 20 pages, that's all. And this one as assignment. And the cyber security tool presentation you are giving, that also you need to submit. Then major project presentation, PPT. So these 4 things you need to be ready with every day. Monday onwards I am expecting from you this assignment, answers and questions, then major project title and execution, and cyber security tool. Okay, then research article presentation, research article. So with this one, I'm closing my part. If you want to, any other batch would like to give presentation. Only 3 batches have explained. I'm sharing this PPT. See, this code also I'm sharing. Write a Python code to crack the password. Okay. So what I am doing, see, I will explain 10 minutes. You can see how to execute. Try. If you try, only you will get it. Otherwise, you will not get it. From random import. So I'm importing random is nothing but a function, Python programming. I am importing star means it includes all the built-in functions comes under random import. Then user underscore pass. It is a variable I am taking. I am reading input. Input is a function. Parenthesis begin, double quotes begin. Enter your password. I am entering the password like the ABC, XYZ, India 123, like that 123. Then I am checking password. See A to Z. I am reading all the alphabets. Then I am guessing in the blank space double quotes. While guess not equal to user pass, then it while is all the combinations of the input we have taken guess. Then for letter, whatever the letter, in range of length of user pass, then print letter, guess letter equal to password. Rand int 0 to 25, the characters takes it is array of elements. Guess is equal to string str of guess underscore letter plus string of guess. Then print, finally we are guessing what type of password you have entered. Okay, so print your password is guess. See now, I am going to execute this program. Okay, one second. Go to CMD. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First, let me check what is the program aim of this program one I kept. Okay, it is not presented here. It is presented in downloads. Let me check. CD space downloads. Now notepad space v1.v1. Now see the program. I kept this program also. I'm going to share with you. Write a Python code to cracking the password. Same program just now I have explained. So now see, I'm going to execute Python space e1.e1. It is asking the password. I am giving simple password. That's why don't keep a simple password. Now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yeah, your password is ABC. See how many iterations it has taken. Like that, I am going to execute one more program. See here. Let me check what is the aim of the program. Notepad space program 2 32.py. Okay. Write a Python program to guess the password with the how many iterations. I am increasing the font. You can check now. Yeah, now the write a Python program to guess the password with the how many iterations. So it will take see import the iter tools, then import string, and defining a function name called guess password, then chars equal to string. I'm reading lowercase and string digits, attempts from 0 to onwards. For password length in range 1, 9, For guess in it, iter tools dot product characters repeat equal to password underscore length, attempts equal to attempts plus 1, guess join guesses, if guess exactly equal to real number, return password is found in guesses, format guess attempts, print number of guess passwords like ABC. Okay, so now I am executing Python space program 2.py. I have given already input ABC. How many iterations it is taking to crack password? My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now see how many password guesses. 49,360 guesses it has taken. A, B, C, D. Just A, B, C, D I have given. So that is the program output. Next program. Notepad space program. You write a Python program code for password breaking with the number of iterations. Okay, so see, using user input like using user input. So Python space t3.p. It is asking, I am giving ABC. See, just I am entering user input, Bluecrest coding, PFFC crack the password ABC, 96,268 iterations, and the time taken as 0.011 milliseconds. So this is a, if you go to program, you come to know. Okay, so like this I can execute all the programs. So I am sharing this this PPT, all programs I kept, and one more program, Notepad space p4.p, program 4. Write a Python program to check the strength of the password. I want to check. Okay, I am checking the password strength. See here, Python space p4.p. See, I am checking just giving ABC. It is saying, hey, your password is ABC. Please change this. It was really easy to guess it. Next program, Notepad space
Yes.
p5.p. Write a Python program to find the simple security holes. I think one of our batch, some students are finding network holes or network something to find the simple security holes in your system. Port range 32,767. So you can try.
English.
Okay. So this program, like
Okay.
Python space.
No, you only said you need to change your username.
Say enter the host.
Okay. Okay.
See what it is saying. Local host you can give. Takes time for this URL is
Okay.
connected. See you can give a password like I kept all the programs here. See second program This is a third program.
Yes.
Number of iterations using.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
This is 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4,
What can I say? It's just a day in my
5.
Hello. ఇప్పుడా ఒకటింటికి వస్తాం.
So you need to give the input like local host. Just
Okay,
type
okay, na?
local host, you will get it.
అవునా నీ షైస్తా గిట్ల ఉన్నా ఒకటింటికి వస్తాం. సరే.
This is 7. Seventh program. This is 8th program. And this is 9th program. Yeah, almost all programs I kept. Okay, see now it is saying, hey, your password is enter the local host. So it is still running. I can, if I give, I'm closing. My system is hanged. So I could have given a local host. Okay, so like this, you can execute all the programs, and I am sharing this PPT, and I have updated now. Number of slides is 838. 838 slides I have prepared. Now you need to do your experiments. I am sharing this PPT. Now I am expecting from you a main project presentation and a cyber security tool. Who is ready now?
Sir, group 10 will give a tool presentation, sir.
Yeah, please share your screen. Group 10.
Yes,
I am
sir.
going to start my presentation. Yeah, please share your screen. Group 10. Ready with your Hemalata.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible. And make presentation with the full screen.
Okay, sir.
And yeah, introduce yourself. And yeah, very good. Yeah.
Priyanka,
Good afternoon. Yes, sir, I'll continue. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, yes, sir. Today, we are going to present the presentation on cybersecurity tool. Our tool given is Open VAS under the guidance of Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu, Head Research and Professor of IT, MTech, PhD, Head Research of Data Science Research Laboratory. Presented by Priyanka Kadkol, Sakshi Nandanwar and Hemalata. So next. Hemalata, change the slide please. So here are the contents of our PPT. We'll look into the about the tool, introduction, functions, components, services, features, advantages, disadvantages, implementation, results, conclusion, and references.
Okay.
Next. So let's look into the tool. OpenVAS, Open Vulnerability Assessment System. It is a network security scanner that can scan to be used to identify and assess vulnerabilities in computer networks and systems. It is an open source tool and it is available for free under the GNU, which is General Public License. OpenVS provides a framework for performing vulnerability scan, which includes both a scanning engine and a collection of network vulnerability testers. OpenVS can be used to scan a variety of targets, including web applications, databases, and network devices. It supports a wide range of protocols and services, including HTTP, SMTP, DNS, FTP, SSH, and SNMP, and among others. OpenVS is a powerful and flexible vulnerability scanner that can help organizations identify and access security vulnerabilities in their computer systems and network. Next. Next is introduction. OpenVS is an open source network security scanner and vulnerability management tool. It was created as a fork of discontinued Nest vulnerability scanner, and it provides similar functionality. OpenVS allows users to scan networks for potential vulnerabilities and provides recommendations for addressing them. OpenVS is highly configurable and can be customized to meet the specific needs of organizations. It can be integrated with other security tools such as intrusion detection system and intrusion information and event management, which is known as SIEM platforms. OpenVS is widely used in both small and large organizations to identify and address security vulnerabilities in their networks. As an open source tool, it is freely available and can be downloaded and used anywhere by licensing fees. Next. Hemlata, please change the slide.
Give you one minute, my laptop is
Okay.
Right now. సరే ఓ పని చేయగో చేసి క్లాస్ అయ్యాక ఆఫీస్
So next we'll look into the functions of OpenVAS. So its main function
ఇది
includes
ఉందా
network scanning, vulnerability assessment and remediation plannings, and compliance monitoring and reporting. First, let's look into the network scanning. The OpenVAS perform comprehensive scan of a network to identify potential vulnerabilities. It can detect vulnerabilities in common operating systems, network services, web applications, and databases.
మనకి క్లాస్ అయిపోతే
The
ఇది ఆఫ్
vulnerabilities
చేయాలి అంతే
assessment.
అదే సేవ్ అయితే
OpenVAS analyzes the result of network scans to provide recommendation for addressing vulnerability. It provides a severity rating for each vulnerability as well as information for potential impact on exploit. Next is remediation planning. OpenVAS
ఉందామా
helps organizations prioritize which vulnerabilities to address first based on severity and potential impact. It provides recommendation for remediation such as patching systems, disabling service, or updating configurations. Next. Okay, next is compliance monitoring. An OpenVAS can be configured to perform compliance checks for a variety of security standards such as PSI, TSS, and HIPAA. It checks for compliance with specific security requirements and provides reports on compliance statuses. Next is reporting. OpenVAS provides detailed reports on network scan, vulnerability assessment, and remediation activities. These reports can be used to track the progress over a time and can be demonstrate compliances with security standards. So next part will be continued with my teammate Sakshi.
Morning sir, my name is Sakshi Nandanwar. I am going to explain components of OpenVAS. First, OpenVAS scanner The OpenVAS scanner is the core component of OpenVAS. It performs comprehensive scans of a network to identify potential vulnerabilities. OpenVAS Manager. The OpenVAS Manager is responsible for managing the OpenVAS scanner and the overall vulnerabilities management process. It handles task scheduling, result management, and report generation. OpenVAS Greenbone Security Assistant (GSA). The OpenVAS GSA is a web-based graphical user interface that provides access to the OpenVAS Manager. It allows users to configure and run scans, view scan results, and generate reports. Next slide. OpenVAS Command Line Interface. The OpenVAS CLI is a command line interface that provides advanced users with direct access to the OpenVAS Manager and scanner. It allows users to perform complex tasks such as configuring scans, managing targets, and creating custom reports. OpenVAS Library. The OpenVAS library provides a set of APIs that allow developers to integrate OpenVAS into other security tools and applications. They provide a flexible and extensible framework for building custom vulnerability management solutions. Next slide. Services. First, network scanning. Second, vulnerabilities assessment. Third, compliance monitoring. Fourth, reporting. Fifth, integration with other security tools. Next slide. Features of the OpenVAS. First, comprehensive scanning capabilities. OpenVAS scan for a wide range of vulnerabilities across networks, servers, operating systems, databases, web applications, and other systems. Second, flexible configuration. The tool can be customized to meet specific scanning requirements and security policies. The user can select specific plugins or configure the tool to scan any certain ports or services. Third, multiple scanning profiles. OpenVAS offers predefined scanning profiles that can be used for specific types of scans, such as quick or full scans. User can also create their own profiles with specific configuration. Fourth, reporting. OpenVAS generates detailed reports on the vulnerabilities detected during the scanning process. Reports can be generated in various formats including HTML, PDF, and XML. Next slide. Fifth, integration. OpenVAS can be integrated with other security tools and systems such as vulnerability management platforms, security information and event management (SIEM) systems, and network access control (NAC) systems. Sixth, active and passive scanning. OpenVAS can perform both active and passive scans. Active scanning involves sending packets to the target system to identify vulnerabilities, while passive scanning monitors network traffic to identify potential security issues. 7. Community support. OpenVAS is community-driven project with a large user base and active development community. This ensures that the tool is regularly updated with the latest security checks and features. Next, Hemlata will continue. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Hemlata. I am going to explain about advantages of OpenVAS. First one is cost effective. OpenVAS is a free and open source tool. This can be used, users can access its features and capabilities without any fees, cost associated with proprietary software. Second one is customizable. OpenVAS can be customized to meet specific scanning requirements and security policies. Users can select specific plugins or configure the tool to scan only certain codes or services. Comprehensive. OpenVAS scans for a wide range of vulnerabilities across networks, servers, operating systems, databases, web applications, and other systems. Next one is reporting. OpenVIS generates detailed reports on the vulnerabilities detected during the scanning process. Reports can be generated in various formats including HTML, PDF, and XML. Next one is integration. OpenVIS can be integrated with other security tools and systems such as vulnerability management platforms and security information, event management systems, and network access control. Active and passive scanning. OpenVIS can perform both active and passive scans. Active scanning involves sending packets to the target system to identify vulnerabilities, while passive scanning monitors network traffic to identify potential security issues. Next one is disadvantages. First one is complexity. The OpenVIS is a complex tool with many features and settings that may require high level of technical expertise to set up and configure properly. Second one is false positive. Like any vulnerability scanners, OpenVIS may generate false positives, which can lead to unnecessary remediation efforts and potentially waste valuable time and resources. Third one is performance. OpenVIS can be resource intensive, especially when scanning large or complex networks. This can impact network performance and cause delays and interruptions in other network services. Next one is limited support. While OpenVIS has a active community of users and developers, support options may be limited compared to proprietary solutions. Users may need to rely on community forums or documentation for help with troubleshooting or technical issues. Lack of user interfaces. OpenVIS primarily a command line tool, which may be difficult and intimidating for some users who prefer a graphical user interface. Limited features. While OpenVIS is a powerful vulnerability scanner, it may not offer all the features and capabilities of priority solutions. Some users may require additional features such as compliance reporting or advanced threat intelligence, which may not available in OpenVIS. Next one is implementation of OpenVIS. First step is installation. The first step is to install OpenVIS on the system where the scanning will be performed. OpenVIS is available for various operating systems like Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Next step is configuration. Once OpenVIS is installed, it needs to be configured to meet the scanning requirements and security policies. This involves setting up the target systems to be scanned and selecting the appropriate scanning profiles and configuring any additional settings such as networks authentication credentials. Next step is scanning. After OpenVIS is installed and configured, the scanning process can begin. The users can initiate a scan of the target systems and OpenVIS will scan for vulnerabilities and generate reports on the findings. Fourth is remediation. Once the scan report is generated, the user can begin the remediation process by addressing the vulnerabilities identified. This may involve applying software updates, changing system configurations, or implementing other security measures. Last one is maintenance. OpenVIS should be regularly maintained to ensure that it is up to date, functioning properly. This includes updating the software and plugins, reviewing scan reports regularly, and adjusting scanning settings as needed. Results. First one is identify vulnerabilities. OpenVAS scans the targeted systems or network for known vulnerabilities and generate list of identified vulnerabilities. Second one is severity ratings. Each identified vulnerability is assigned a severity rating based on the common vulnerability scoring systems, which ranges from 0 to 10. Recommendations for remediations. The OpenVAS report will provide recommendations on how to address the identified vulnerabilities. Risk assessment. OpenVAS can provide an overall risk assessment of the targeted system or network based on the identified vulnerabilities. Additional information. The OpenVAS report may also include additional information such as list of installed software and their versions and configuration issues and potential security misconfigurations. Conclusion of OpenVAS. OpenVAS is a powerful and flexible tool for vulnerability scanning and management. It is an open source solution that allows organizations to identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by attackers. It provides a comprehensive scanning engine that can identify a wide range of vulnerabilities in various operating systems and applications. OpenVAS has several advantages, includes its open nature and low cost and flexibility. Overall, OpenVAS is a powerful and effective tool for vulnerability scanning and management, but it is important to understand its limitations and plan accordingly. Organizations should carefully consider their specific requirements and policies when implementing OpenVAS and ensure that it properly configured and maintained for optimal performance. References. These are the references for to implement the OpenVAS, and as I already told that OpenVAS application is installed different operating systems like Windows, Linux and Mac OS. Based on our system we can install the OpenVAS applications. Thank you all of you. Thank you sir.
Yeah, very good Hemalata. Good presentation. And now I am expecting main project of yours, Hemalata. What is your main project? Yeah, you have given only now cyber security tool presentation. What
Yes,
about
sir.
the main?
But not yet completed sir. Half of the part completed sir.
Okay, then whose batch is going to explain now? Hemalata, which batch you are?
Group 10 sir.
What is your group 10 project title? Major project. You need to keep that major project title in the resume, save data.
Okay sir.
Then when are you going to explain? Please tell me.
Monday or
Already?
Tuesday sir.
Okay. I have already given how to prepare main project PPT and documentation. You need to execute that.
Okay sir.
Next, which batch is ready to explain your project and tool? Who is sharing? Next batch. Hello? Next batch. So next batch, Who is going to present your main project and cyber security tool? Group wise I have given major project and as well as cyber security tool. How many? Who is group 1? Who is group 1? Please respond. Why you are not showing interest on main project? I told you to prepare main project and cyber security. Only 3 batches you have given. Nayan, please read out whose batch is completed and which batch is not completed. Can you list out the names?
So I also don't know, sir. Sir, obviously part 7, sir, and we have completed tool and main project presentation also, sir, both.
Yeah, I know. Only some batches are. Yeah.
Sir, batch is also completed, sir. Tool and
Yeah.
project,
Yeah.
group files.
Yeah, few. Next other batches.
The group 2 month, tool and project comes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so Monday I am expecting from you, all of you, main project and this cyber security tool presentation, and as well as 21 experiments I have given homework. Please do it. I have small meeting right now with my office, so I'm winding the session right now. Please continue Monday. Okay, we will meet. Okay, I'm winding the session. Ethil sir. Ethil sir. Ethil sir. Okay, he is not there. Please, you can wind up the session right now. 20 minutes is there. Monday I will take. I will execute a few more river projects, and if possible Sunday I will ask some students. Whenever I am free, we will execute together. We will find out any mistakes and we will erase the errors.
Okay, sir.
So, yeah. So now I am winding the session. I am expecting Monday your documentation of 21 projects. Document you need to submit. You search in the chat GPT, will get it for all the queries. Okay, and submit your 21 pages assignment, last assignment. Okay, I'm winding the session right now. Okay, that's all from my side in this session. You informed Ethel sir. Small meeting is there, 20 minutes only. I will cover 20 minutes in Monday.